Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. Taylor Carver here from thetradinganalyst.com. We're going to discuss TLT and bonds. This is the long end of the bonds here. You can also use it for TBT, TNX, TNA, and TMF, anything related to bonds here. But we're going to be looking at TLT because it's the most popular and honestly it's the most reliable as far as a charting standpoint. So, what I'm going to discuss in this video is where I think bonds are going to head in the next couple of months, and I'm also going to discuss, after that, I'm also going to discuss how it relates to the market action. So this is a good video, not only if you're interested in the direction of bonds, but also in the direction of the stock market, because they don't always line up together. Bonds and stocks can move up together, they can move down together, they can also move in the opposite direction of each other as well. So a lot of people kind of get that confused and think that, you know, stocks and bonds are always inversely correlated or always positively correlated. Okay, oftentimes that changes, okay? Because as you can see, TLT has been in an uptrend here for quite some time, and so has the stock market, okay? So, here's what you want to look at, all right? So, first I'm going to discuss the direction of bonds here. And you want to pay attention to, and this is a monthly chart going back, how many years? About 20 years, okay? This is back in 2002. It goes all the way back to 2002. All right, and you can see that we've had this upward channel right here. The bottom end of that channel is right down here, but not as pretty as the upward channel, just because it has a lot more touches up here and it's a lot cleaner. So the upward channel is what we're going to be, or the upper channel is going to be what we're going to be focusing on today. So as you can see, every time it's come up to this level, it has gotten rejected. TLT has come up to it here, gotten rejected. Here, rejected. Here, rejected. Here again, rejected. All right? And each time it came up to it was a big rejection. Not just a little, small little retracement like this, but no, a huge rejection. Okay? And I think that what we're going to see now is something very similar, all right? So even if, note here that a couple of times we went a little bit above it. You know, this time went a little bit above it. This time went a little bit above it. Same here, a little bit above it. And right here, this is really, and here we kind of went a little bit above it right here before heading lower. So what I think is going to happen, I'm saying that because we could still head higher here in the short term. If you are a day trader or a short-term options trader, this video is not going to be good for you because you're going to get potentially whipsawed in the wrong direction. But if you're a longer-term trader, longer-term swing trader, this is going to be great for you. So I do think that we're looking at a big time retracement here for TLT. I think it's going to head much lower. Again, it could take some time. It's already started that move a little bit lower with that rejection. I'm going to show you the daily chart as well in a second, but I definitely think it's going to head lower. That's the main thesis here, is this monthly chart here. So I'm going to kind of go into the daily chart. Alright, so what we have here is we had this down move, so you saw that initial rejection, but now we're coming into some resistance points, alright? And we're coming into this resistance. It used to be support. Boom, 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 boom. Here it is. We also have a little mini downtrend right here. It's just above us, okay, drawing it from the highs of these candles. We also have a Fibonacci retracement level right here. If you draw it from the highs to the lows right there. You can see the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level is right around 144, which is right around today, Tuesday's high, okay? September 24th highs. So, I definitely think it's going to get rejected probably between here and, again, it could head higher into, 149, 150. Again, I definitely think because it didn't really have any kind of a pause down here, we just V-bottomed right here, and that's why I think this is more of a bear flag. So here's the flag pole, and then here is the flag right there, and I think we're going to break out of it right there. But again, even if we head higher, again, the main thesis is the monthly chart. So even if we head back up to 150, even 151, 152, I still think that is an even better place to short. But I think right here is still a good option to short. But again, if you're trading weekly options or trading options with a couple months out expiration, honestly, this is not what you should do. I would buy at least 6 month out options, or just short TLT, plain and simple. Okay, now what I want to, and as far as targets, I definitely think that we can hit these lows once again, which is right around 136. And then the big target is down here, right here. Let me get my face out of the way. Get my face out of the way. Where do I want it to be? Okay, I'll put my face right there. But this is a great bounce zone. You can see all this support, sideways trading for about 2 months right there. Basically, we traded in the same $2 price range. Massive, massive support. I think that if it heads down there, this is a great buying opportunity down there. I covered it in my last video. But since we got a retracement higher, I think it's a great short candidate once again because I called for a short back here when we were up at 148. I said that we were going to head lower. Go back. Don't watch the most recent one, bond video I did, because that's talking about the bounce zone down here. But the one before that, when we were up here, so maybe the end of August, when I made that video, when TLT was up at 148, I called for a downside move. We got a pretty big downside move, but we're also retracing again, so that's why I think it's a good short once again. So another thing I want to mention too, so another thing that lines up with that level and is, let me move my face, okay, is this major trend line here, all right, right about there. You can see lots of bounce zones, boom, 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 boom. I'm just going to discuss this really briefly because I already discussed it previously and it's not the main point of this video. But you can see this major trend line lines up perfectly with all that support that I mentioned previously, right here, right around 132 to 133, even down to 130. Okay, so about 133 to 130 is a great buy zone on TLT. But right now, definitely think it's going to head lower, and it's likely going to hit this support level. Okay, so now what I want to discuss is the correlation between TLT, and I'll move my face out of the way so you can see everything, and the market direction, okay? Okay, so right here, I'm going to discuss these peaks right here, okay, and then I'm going to discuss, I'm going to first discuss these peaks right here and what it lined up with the market. So this is in mid-2003, okay, right here. Okay, that was the peak. All right, then I'm going to go to the S&P 500. What do you know? What happened? Right here, that is middle of 2003. And what happened after that? When TLT peaked out, you can see that the market ripped higher. Okay, that's exactly when TLT peaked, and we headed higher. I'm going to show you another instance. Right here. This was in middle of 2005. All right, I'm going to go back to the S&P 500. Right here. That's June 2005. Boom. When TLT peaked, we had a nice big run. All right. Go back to TLT. And then this move right here, this was at the very end, December of 2008, which, if you look at the S&P 500, was right down here. So when TLT peaked, the market bottomed. Okay, the market bottomed right here. You can see that this is December right here, so it took us a couple more months to really bottom, but it's pretty much even with where we did with TLT. And again, after that, boom, we rocketed higher. All right, I'm going to show you once again. Right here, this was middle of 2012. Oops. Let's see, right about July 2012. Okay, right about here. Okay, so right here, July 2012, what happened? We had a little dip in the market right here, and then boom, catapulted higher. All right. Now, I'm not going to go over every single instance now. You get the point. Okay, you get the point. This has happened every single time TLT has peaked out. So here we are once again, right now at that same level, that same upper channel end on TLT. All right, and what do you know? Here we are on the S&P 500, right here. So what do you think is going to happen? Do you think this time is going to be different, and that the market is actually going to head lower, and that bonds are actually going to break over that upper channel line? Or do you think that what's happened about 8 or 10 times in the last 20 years with a perfect one-for-one record is going to happen once again? You be the judge. I'll let you make your own, form your own opinion, because that's what we're here to do. I'm just presenting this information to you. This information is factual, and everything that I discussed on the chart here is not, it's not up for debate. That is just I'm just showing you what has happened previously. And another thing that I want to discuss too, since I'm here, is that I made a comment. I posted something on StockTwits. I forget what I posted, but oh yeah, I posted some statistics about the market has never had two 20% drops or more within a 5-year period, and we dropped 20% right here at the end of October. And this person said, you know, using the past to determine the future is stupid or ridiculous or something. And my response was, well, the past is literally all we have. Whether you're using technical analysis, whether you're using fundamental analysis, it's all based off of what has happened in the past to give you a good idea of what's going to happen in the future. Again, nothing is 100% accurate, whether it's technical analysis, fundamental analysis, anything like that. But by studying the past, you're going to get a really good idea of what's going to happen in the future. Okay, so I'm done talking. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you don't already know, I have a premium service here where I share real-time trade alerts. Most of them are for options. We do some stocks, and we are actually going to be doing more stocks moving forward. Not more than we do options, but we're going to be including a lot more stocks than we did in the past, because I have developed, or I am in the process of developing a new strategy that is revolving around new IPOs. So we will do a lot more stock trading. Anyways, so I run a trading service here. You can follow all these alerts, all these entries and exits. I text to members in real time with the exact entry and exit price. You can see here that the average win is almost double the size of the average loser. You can see in the last 13 months, almost $300,000 in total profits following all of these alerts. So the alerts are very profitable if you are struggling to make consistent returns in the market. Okay, don't worry, everybody's been there. I've been there. If somebody else tells you they haven't been there, then they're just flat out lying. And if they're telling the truth, then they will be there soon. Okay, so don't worry, everybody's been there. But if you would like help getting out of that rut, and you'd like to experience what consistent profitability is like, then I highly suggest that you join the membership here, and I'll start sending you these trades right away. There's so much more to this membership. There's a watch list. I do videos like this where I discuss our trades in the market in a lot more detail. And I'm always available for questions to help guide you through the market. We also have an educational vault. When you join, you will get complete access to that. I think there's about 15 videos of about 15 to 20 hours of educational content to help you grow and learn and get better as a trader. Most importantly, though, we're going to be putting money in your pocket with these alerts. All right, this requires very little experience. All you got to do is know how to input these trades into your broker, and that's all you need to know how to do. So if you want to start making consistent returns with these real-time alerts, sign up and join today, and I'll see you guys in there.